So tax cuts can lead to a trade deficit. If you take a look at this, it's about savings and borrowing and how economics works. Now, tax cuts, especially for high earners, means less money for the government. If spending doesn't drop, well, hello, budget deficit. Take a look at Reaganomics and the 2017 tax cuts. If you take a look at those deficits, that means negative public savings. National savings are what you save, I save, what the government saves. Now, when the government has a lot of debt, total savings start to fall. We're also in a consumer economy where a lot of us have credit card debt or car loans. We all have a lot of debt. So 40% of Americans can't even save for retirement because we're spending so much money. Imagine your roommate is spending rent money on NFTs. That's kind of the problem. So low savings means the United States can't fund all of its own factories, its tech, and all of this stuff. So we end up borrowing money from abroad. This isn't just government, this is also companies and people. Basically, America is the friend who always needs like a debt loan from somebody. Now, borrowing abroad from other countries means a trade deficit. Foreigners are going to give us cash, but to balance things, we buy more of their stuff. That's called an import than they're ever going to buy from us. That's our exports. It's like trading your lunch for use. Now, we could make stuff that other countries really want to buy, but our stuff is a little bit more expensive and sometimes it's really big. We don't really make a whole lot of $15,000 electric cars. Instead, we sell 60 to $90,000 gas powered cars. So all of this is called the twin deficits hypothesis. The budget deficit plus the trade deficit, they're best friends. If you take a look at the 1980s with the Reagan tax cuts, deficits exploded. The trade deficit went from 0 to 3% of the gross domestic product. That causes stronger dollar and struggling factories. When the dollar gets really strong, it's harder for American companies to make stuff and sell it internationally because a stronger dollar means it's just going to sell at a higher price. If the dollar weakens, it makes exports a little bit easier. Now, owing the world money isn't really going to be sustainable. I think we can all agree. And a strong dollar makes US exports pricier. That means goodbye manufacturing jobs. It's complicated. Basically, tax cuts lead to less revenue, that leads to bigger deficits, that leads to less savings, that leads to borrowing abroad, and our trade deficit. Now, you can try to fix it with tariffs, but here's the problem. I don't think we're fixing the debt issue that we have. You still have to pay for debt. You still need to have money coming in from somewhere. If you have the tariffs and if you do tax cuts, we have more money that we want to spend. That means our individual debt, our individual spending also leads to this problem. So you got to think of my debt, the government's debt, all of that stuff ties together. Tariffs can't fix it. Now, a value added tax is a little bit different if you want to take a look at that.